What is happening, good people of YouTube, and welcome back to the Overly Gaming Project. Today's video, we are back here fishing SimWorld Pro Tour, continuing on in our career. And this is episode number 33. Well, in between the last episode and this episode, there was a mistake made. I actually recorded an entire episode with the next event on the tour, and I forgot to hit the record button. That's right. I mean, golly, you can imagine my surprise and emotion. When I got done recording the episode, I went to hit the record off button, and I realized I hadn't been recording the whole time. And I gotta tell you, there were some good jokes in there. We did a lot of things. We kicked all the other fishermen's asses. But you don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to show you in a second what the result was. But we also picked up a new sponsor. It's Sonic. We had an empty sponsor slot. We went ahead and looked at our choices, and we picked one that doesn't pay out the most. But it was the closest and nearest and dearest to our heart. It's Sonic. I mean, who doesn't love to go to Sonic and get one of their delicious meals and hot dogs? And it's a really cool drive-through experience. I mean, Sonic is really great, and everybody knows it. All right, the last episode, it was the Österreich Classic at Bergsea. Then we picked up our sponsor, Sonic. We had the Elite Invitational, which we didn't really participate in because it doesn't really count in the grand scheme of things. And the episode that was not recorded, the Deutschland Classic at Waldsee. I mean, we went to Germany and smacked all the other fishermen right in their faces. Then we had an Oktoberfest beer and we laughed at them. Oh man, look at that. Final position was first. And that brings us to today's event. It is the United Kingdom Classic at Grand Union. We are back in the United Kingdom. Good I might throw another shrimp on the barbie. That's right. We are back in Britain, and I'm telling you, we are going to have some tea after this tournament and maybe a scone. And then we're going to watch our favorite football team, Arsenal, and we're going to root on the Gunners, whoever they're playing. Not really sure if they're playing after the tournament, but we're going to find a football match to go watch, and we're going to have a Guinness in a pub. That's right. All right, and this event is 3 rounds, each round 20 minutes. The weather is dynamic. Oh, man. Wonder what it's going to be like. The time of day, sunrise. Let's go. All right, we have got to pick our location, and normally I like the location up top here, but we are going to try something different, and we are going to go right down here to the bottom right spot. Now let's see what that does.
Hi there, and welcome to the next event on the tour. With prize money and tour points up for grabs, there's a lot at stake for each of our competitors. So let's take a look at the rules ahead of today's competition.
All right, the rules are simple. It's the total weight of carp that we can fit in our bucket, and we have brought a couple different buckets, large enough to hold a whole crap ton of fish. And there you can see we sit atop the leaderboard for the series rankings. Ali Hamidi, close second, only 2 points away. And take a look at 6th place, Johnny Walker. I mean, that guy's following me everywhere. Oh, man. And number 9, you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. It's Aaron Fisher, 174 points. Not that good of a fisher. Whoa. All right, here we go. Round 1, 3, 2, 1. Let's get to the water. All right, we have claimed our peg right here. We are looking at a bridge. And let's take a look at our rod and bait selection. All right, we got the default carp tackle box. I've changed it. We've been using the same baits the whole series, and it's been working on rod number 1. It's the Tiger Nuts. Sorry. Then there's Nutrien bottom baits and rod number 2. And rod number 3, the Scent from Hell. That's what we got going for us. Let's toss these bad boys in the water and see what happens. All right, here we go. Rod number 1. Now we are looking to go right underneath of this bridge. There's some lily pads. We know carp like to hang out by the lily pads and by a bridge. But bam, there we go. Let's put the rod down. All right, and rod number 2, the Nutrien bottom baits. And we're going to try and put this one right over here by this wall. Oh, 100% cast strength. Look at that. But bam. All right, and rod number 3, we are going to go all the way over here. Looks like there's some trash and pollutants in the water. Maybe the carp like that, so we're going to throw it right over there. 100% cast strength again. Ba-bloop. We'll put it right there. All right, we are going to take our spot rod. We are going to cast our spot rod right out in between rod number 1 and rod number 2. We got the rods in the water. The spot rod is going. And now it's time to wait. And we can take a look. There's our little tackle bag. Here's our rods. Lots of trash in the water. I'm not sure what that's all about. And you can see down there, there's a newspaper in the water. I mean, that is just crazy. All right, let's take a look around the environment here. Oh my God, it's graffiti. And there's bags of trash over by the trash can. This is a broken gate. And there's some more graffiti. This is not a very safe area for us to be in. Probably a gang-infested area here on the water. Oh, and rod number 3 going crazy. Let's go ahead and pick it up. It's the scent from hell. And we are going to reel in the slack. Oh, bam! Fish on! That's right, fish is on. This looks like a carp, maybe a carp. If this is not a carp, you know what we got to do. This might be a tench or a bream. And if it is, we're going to have to punch it in the face. I am not sure what kind of fish this is. I can't see with all the trash in the water. Kind of looks like a carp. Oh, rod number 2 going crazy now too. Well, we have got to bring this fish on in here. Oh, please be a carp. We do not want to have any problems punching fish in the face. I mean, around in this neighborhood, these fish might be carrying guns. Oh, here we go. Oh, it is a carp. It's a nice big fat carp. It's a common carp, 19 pounds on the scent from hell. First fish of the tournament. Put him in the bucket. All right, rod number 2, reeling in the slack. Oh, bam, fish on. Fish on rod number 2. And this feels like a bigger fish. This feels like a nice, big, fat fish.
How fat is it?
I mean, I'll tell you, this fish is so fat that its blood type is ragu. And this fish is not coming in quietly. It is fighting. Don't fight a fishy. Come on in the bucket. If you already got one friend in the bucket, you guys can say hi to each other. Catch up on old times. Oh, here we go. 45 yards away. We are pulling it in here. We're going to raise up the drag to about 40. Oh, here we go. We are fighting this fish. And there it is. That's a nice looking fish. Take a look at swimming on by, saying hi to us. Hi, fishy. How y'all doing? Come on, get in the bucket. Work your way through the trash. You don't even want to be in this water. It's so trashy. I mean, you need to put your butt right in my bucket. And we definitely aren't going to eat any of the fish that come out of this water. This water is very polluted. Oh, here we go. Fish is coming in. Oh, bam. That is a big, fat fish. A little bit bigger than the first one we caught, I think. 31 pounds. It's Wilkes. It's Wilkes, the fish on the nutrient bottom baits. That is right. It's a trophy catch named Wilkes. Put him in the bucket. All right, well, we got Wilkes in the bucket, and that is awesome. We are going to cast this rod right back out to where it was. 100% cast strength. Bloop. All right, set the rod down. All right, rod number 3 did good over here by this trash. Let's put it back where it was. Oh, 100% cast strength. Bam. We're just going to sit it right out there again. All right, and here is the spot rod, and we are going to cast this out to rod number 1. Rod number 1 struggling here to produce any fish. There we go. All right, the spot rod is out there by rod number 1. We got rod number 2 and rod number 3 back out in the water. We are currently sitting in 13th place with 50 pounds of fish. All right, and now is the time to wait. If you have your iPhone, go ahead and pull it out, take a look at it, browse the internet, look at some YouTube videos. Hey, perhaps you can watch some of Overly Gaming Project's other YouTube videos. And oh my God, rod number 2 going crazy. Nutrient bottom baits. Let's go ahead and pick up the line, reel in the slack. Oh, bam, fish on. Fish is on rod number 2, and that is another carp. You can see it right there in the water. And this water is crystal clear for being as dirty as it is. And come on in here, fishy. This fish is close. Somebody grab the net, help me out. Now this is the type of water where I didn't bring a bodyguard, but I wish I would have. Graffiti all over the place. Probably some gang members hiding in the bushes over there. They might come out and carjack me. Although I don't have a car. Maybe they'll fish jack me. I mean, that sounds inappropriate and dirty, so I'm not going to say that again. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, take a look at this fish. This fish is coming up to say hi. And look at it. This is an ugly fish.
How ugly is it?
I'm going to tell you. Oh, here he comes. Oh, there we go. It is an ugly fish, but it's a big ugly fish. It is a 28-pound common carp. And I tell you, it's so ugly, when it throws a boomerang, the boomerang don't want to go back. Put it in the bucket. All right, we continue to catch fish here. We're back up to second place, and we have got to get this line right back out to where it was. Here we go. Bloop. All right, there is some activity out in the water, right where rod number 2 is. And rod number 1 seems to be struggling here. It's just sitting out there all by itself. I mean, only 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the tournament, and this rod is getting lonely. No fish are even looking at it. They're just swimming by, turning their noses up at rod number 1, which is the tiger nuts. Anyway, I mean, who doesn't like a good helping of tiger nuts? Certainly the carp have to be interested. Oh, and just like that, we're down to 6th place. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left. Oh my gosh, and just like that, we were talking about it. It must have hurt us. The tiger nuts is on. Let's go ahead and pick up that rod, reel in the slack. Well, bam, fish on. Rod number 1, the tiger nuts. Raise up the drag to about 35, and this is an active fish. It is swimming all around, and we have got to pull this fish in. Come on, fishy. Come on, get in the bucket. I mean, it's going the wrong way. Perhaps it's not that smart of a fish. It doesn't understand to come this way into the bucket where it's safe. Safe from all the litter and garbage in the water. I mean, this must be one dumb fish.
How dumb is it?
Well, I'll tell you what, this fish is so dumb. It looked at a container of orange juice and stared at it for 12 hours because it said concentrate. Oh, I mean, geez a whiz. You know, fish, sometimes fish aren't that smart. And I think carp are a type of fish species that are just kind of dumb. They look dumb. You know, they don't swim around like they're very intelligent, and that's fine. They just eat anything that you throw in the water. And that's the way we like it here, because that means more fish in our bucket. And this seems like a bigger fish. Come on, fishy, don't fight it. You have a hook in your face and you can't get it out. As we have talked about previously on the channel, fish cannot remove hooks from their faces. Oh, here he comes. Oh, that is a nice smooth carp, perhaps a leather carp. Let's see. That's a mirror carp on the tiger nuts, 31 pounds, 3 ounces. Put him in the bucket. Wow, that is awesome. Rod number 1, the tiger nuts, getting things done finally. I tell you what, we're going to try and get this one like right under the bridge. Uh-oh, we might have thrown this one too far. Oh, there we go. We pulled it off at the top of the bridge. It fell into the water right near those lily pads. Let's set the rod down. Hopefully carp like to hide around in the lily pads like bass do. I'm not really sure. I don't know much about carp. Oh, rod number 3, sent from hell. Here we go. Picking up the rod, reeling in the slack. Oh, bam, fish on. That's right, fish on rod number 3, and that looks like a good-sized carp. And come on in here, buddy. We need you. We are only 15 pounds out of first place. And I'm sure this is a fish that's bigger than 15 pounds. This is going to put us back in first place. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. All right, come on. Let's not do anything stupid here to break this fish off. But we are going to raise up the drag to 35. Let's let this fish try and tire itself out. Here we go. Fish is coming in close. Swimming underneath the newspaper. Perhaps it's trying to read an article. I'm sorry, fish. There's no time for reading right now. And I don't even think fish can read. Their eyesight's probably not that good. And they don't understand the English language. I mean, let me know in the comments down below. Can fish read? Oh, here we go. There we go. That is a nice looking fish. He's dirty. It looks like it's a nice leather carp, and it is a leather carp. 19 pounds. Looks a little dirty from all the pollution in the water. Put him in the bucket. All right, there we go. Back up in the first place. Let's get this rod right back out there. There we go. Bloop. We got 1 minute left. Now we're in third place. I mean, these fishermen on this event are no joke. I mean, we are struggling here. Chris Holmes jumping up to first place. Oh, and there's Sam Cheatham. Oh, and just like that, we're down to 35th spot. What is happening? Oh, everybody's catching fish at the last minute. 25 seconds. Don't think we're going to be catching any more fish in this round. Hopefully we'll maintain a spot in the top 50. We're down to 49th, now 50th place, 51st. As this round comes to a close, we are slipping down the leaderboard here. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. 130 pounds and 1 ounces. And right at the end of that round, everybody started cashing in their fish, and we slipped down the ranks. 67th position. Wow, that is horrible. We are going to have to make this up in the second round. All right, well, the second round is upon us, and we're going to change positions. We're going to go all the way up to the top position there. All right, round number 2. 3, 2, 1. Let's get to the water. All right, here we are. We are at our normal spot, and we are going to take rod number 1 and throw it right over here in between these boats. Bloop. There we go. Rod number 1 in the water. Rod number 2, we are going to try and cast this all the way down to the bridge. Here we go. Let's bomb it out there. Bloop. All right, not that far. Let's put the rod down. And rod number 3, the scent from hell. We are looking for some activity. I see some right over there. Let's go ahead and target that area. Bloop. All right, let's put the rod down. All right, Grand Union has not been the best water for us. And we struggle in this canal here to find the big carp. This is a very challenging body of water. And I'm seeing a bunch of activity right around rod number 3, but there's no takers. And we are in 69th position. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Rod number 3. Here we go. It's going crazy. Let's pick up the rod, reel in the slack. Oh, bam! Fish on. Fish on, and that looks like a nice sized carp. Rod number 3, scent from hell. Oh, look, and rod number 2 in the distance is going crazy. And this might be a good round for us. We got 2 fish on. Right now, our main objective to get rod number 3, this fish, onto the shore and into our bucket. I'd love to see how much this fish weighs. I mean, we are only 29 pounds out of first place. All right, this fish is running, and we gotta let him tire himself out. Oh, here we go. Here he comes. All right, that's a nice sized fish. Looks like a common carp, maybe. It's a mirror carp, 19 pounds on the scent from hell. Put him in a bucket. All right, picking up rod number 2. Start reeling it in. Reeling it in. Oh, bam! Fish is on. Here we go. And that looks like a nice big fat fish. Look at this thing. It's coming by to say hi to us. And look at it. It looks like a nice big fat fish.
How fat is it?
I mean, this fish is so fat, it can't even jump to a conclusion. Oh my God. All right, come on, fishy. There, letting him tire himself out, but he is not coming in without a fight. It's like those videos you see of the police trying to arrest a drunk guy, and he's fighting with them, and they gotta pepper spray him and tackle him down, and still doesn't go quietly and is putting up a fight. That's what this fish is doing. Quick, somebody get the pepper spray. And we are gonna need to calm this fish down. Oh, here we go. Pulling in closer. Here comes the fish. Oh, that is a nice big gray fish. Very smooth looking. It's Fat Joe on the Nutrient Bottom Baits. We have caught Fat Joe in other episodes. Wow, we re-caught Fat Joe. 34 pounds. A trophy catch. Put Fat Joe in the bucket. All right, here we go. Rod number 2. Got to get this one back out there. Here we go. Let's put this one right in the lily pads, right on some weeds. All right, and rod number 3. Let's look for a spot. Looking for some activity on the water. I did see some activity right out this way. I tell you what, we're going to try and go all the way to the wall. There we go. Let's put this one right against that wall. Put the rod down. All right, up into second place, 183 pounds of fish. We got 13 minutes left to go in the tournament, and we have got to keep this going and try and build a big lead. And we're going to try and cast our spot rod all the way out there by rod number 3. All right, and now is a good time to get out your book and start reading. It's a very, very peaceful day here out on the water. It is in the morning time. And whoa, the fish jumped up right in front of us. Perhaps we should move one of these rods. All right, let's take a look around. Looks like we got a bunch of flies and bugs flying around us. And that is pretty annoying here. I mean, I wonder what kind of bugs these are. They're flying all around our face. Right, no takers on these rods. And we have slipped down into 9th spot. I tell you what, we are only going to wait about 1 more minute before we change things up. All right, we changed up rod number 2. Different hook on it so it can sit in the weeds here. And let us toss this right out into the weeds. There we go. Rod number 2 in the weeds. Let's sit it down. All right, rod number 3, we're going to put it right back out to where it was before when it caught some fish. And let's leave it there. All right, rod number 1, we are going to cast it way towards the bridge and sit it down. Looks like rod number 2 is going crazy. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Oh, rod number 2 is moving pretty fast. Bam, fish on. And that is moving really quick. And I'm not sure this is a carp. This is a really feisty fish, and it is jumping around like crazy. If it is a carp, it's a crazy jumping carp. I don't know. This might be a bream. It might be a tench. It is moving really quickly. There's no way it can be a big carp. I mean, it is thrashing around in the water, changing directions, and you know if it's not a carp, you know what we gotta do. Here it comes. Oh my God, look at it. That's not a carp. It's a bream. Punch it in the face. All right, rod number 2. We're gonna put it right back out here again into the weeds. And hopefully some bream will leave that alone and the carp will come along and eat it. And there's rod number 3. There's some activity right by it. And hopefully these fish are dumb enough to take a hold of line number 3 and think that it's real food. We are in 72nd place right now with 183 pounds of fish. Rod number 2 looks like it's going crazy. It is moving fast once again, and I hope this is a carp. If it is not, we are going to have to rethink our strategy. Bam! Fish on! There's another fish on, and this is darting around like crazy. No way this is a carp. No way this is a carp. I mean, this is absolutely unbelievable. We are getting schooled here in round number 2, and I have a feeling we're going to need to ball up our fist and get prepared to punch this fish in the face. Here we go. That's right. Is that a carp? It's a common carp. It's a small one, 8 pounds. Wow. Oh my God, that's horrible. Put it in the bucket. All right, rod number 2. We are not going back over towards those lily pads because the fish are really small, if they're even carp. All right, 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this round.
4 minutes and 20 seconds, man. Yeah.
Oh, rod number 1 going crazy. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Start reeling in the slack. Bam! Oh, fish on. Please let this be a big fish. We are like 54 pounds out of first place with 3 minutes left to go, and we need a big one. We need a monster fish here. And perhaps I shouldn't have thrown this bait way the hell out there because it's going to take a while to pull it in. But here he comes, slowly but surely working his way towards the bucket. And this is definitely a big carp. I can see it. Here it comes. It's coming by to say hi. Oh, and that looks like a big one. That looks like a big, fat carp.
How fat is it?
Huh, I'll tell you. I mean, this fish is so fat, I swerved in my car to miss it, and I ran out of gas. Oh my God. Oh, rod number 2 going crazy now, too. We are picking up some momentum here right at the end of this round. And we have got to fight to get this carp in here. Come on. Come on, fishy, stop fighting it. You have a hook in your face, and you're not going anywhere. Just accept it. Here he comes. Oh, that is a big, big carp. That's right. Maybe not that big. All right, 28 pounds on the tiger nuts. Put him in a bucket. Oh, rod number 2, reeling in the slack, but bam! That's right, fish on. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's another fish. Oh, this seems like a nice heavy one, too. 30 yards away, and it is pulling away from us. Oh, there it is. It's a carp. I can see it. Probably not the biggest carp we've caught, but it's a carp nonetheless. And we'll take anything at this point. We're in 68th place. We are still 40 pounds of fish away from first place, and we are trying to catch up here. Even with that 38-pounder, it didn't really help us much. Oh, here we go, coming on in. All right, bam. Not the biggest fish we've caught. It's a smooth fish, leather carp, 20 pounds. Put him in the bucket. And there we go. That is the end of the round. 111 pounds, 11 ounces. We caught Fat Joe, but we also caught a bream, and we had to punch it in the face. Currently in 83rd position, and this is not good for us here on the Elite Carp Tour. And all the other fishermen are starting to whisper and starting to talk rumors about how we are falling apart here. All right, round 3, same rules. Total weight of carp in the bucket. All right, we have got to change things up. We are swinging for the fences here. We're going to go to this spot, which is second spot from the left. And let's see what happens. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And look, there's a sign. It's a danger sign. What does it say? Danger. Cast with care. Oh, boy. That's where we want to be. We are living on the edge here. All right, we are setting up our rods. And let's go ahead and take rod number 1. And we are going to fling it right over this way. There we go. Bloop, bloop. All right, now rod number 2. Looking for something in the water. We got nothing. Let's just go ahead and right against this wall. There we go. Flinging it out there. Bloop, bloop. And rod number 3, the scent from hell. Oh, rod number 2 is going crazy. We are flinging rod number 3 out there. Let's sit the rod down. Here we go. Rod number 2, reeling in the slack, and bam, fish on just like that. And that's a nice big fat carp. And we are going to have to move quickly in this round if we want to catch up. We are 46 pounds away from first place. And there's some fierce competition out here in the UK. Rod number 1 going crazy as well. We've got to get these fish in here quick. There's rod number 1. You can see it going on by. These fish are laughing at us like, haha, there's too many of us. You can't get us all at once. Oh, here we go. Fish coming in. Oh, and that is a nice sized fish. Looks like a common carp, perhaps. It is. 20 pounds. Put him in the bucket. All right, before we pick up rod number 1, we're going to cast rod number 2 right back out here. All right, picking up rod number 1. Reeling in the slack. Oh, bam! Fish on rod number 1. And I think part of the new strategy that we're going to have is as we catch a fish and have another fish on another line, we're going to recast the first line back out in the water before we pick up the line for the second fish, if that makes sense. I probably didn't even explain that right. I mean, I am not the smartest person in the world. Far from it. I'm pretty dumb.
How dumb is he?
I mean, I am so dumb that one time they yelled, "Order in the court." I said, "I'll have a fries and a shake." Oh. All right, come on, fish. This is a nice carp. Hopefully, maybe it's Fat Joe. Or rod number 3 is going crazy. We are on to something here at Grand Union, and we are up into 59th place. We are about 30 pounds of fish away. Let's bring him on in. We got to fight hard here with these fish, and here he comes. Oh, take a look at this fish. That is a big fat fish. That is a 27-pound common carp on the tiger nuts. Put him in the bucket. All right, we're going to cast this rod right back out there before we get to rod number 3. Oh boy, that's a horrible cast. Oh my God. All right, who cares? Put the rod down. Picking up rod number 3. Here we go, rod number 3. Reeling in the slack. Oh, bam! Oh, and look at that, rod number 2 now going crazy. Here we go, back up into 7th spot, and I feel a comeback coming. If we can come back from this, then there is no doubt we are the most elite of the elite, if that's a thing. I'm not sure if it is, but on our trophy it should say the elite of the elite carp, tour, people, person, fisherman, whatever. I mean, you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Come on in here, fishy. We don't have time to be playing around. This is serious business. We have got to maintain our status here. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, that's a nice big fish. These fish are all dark in color. They're very pretty. It's a mirror carp, 21 pounds on the scent from hell. Put it in the bucket. All right, casting rod number 3 right back out here. Here we go. Bloop. All right, put the rod down. Oh my God, rod number 1 now going crazy. And we are going to grab rod number 2. It's been out there the longest. Reeling in the slack. Bam! Oh, fish on. Fish on, and just like that, we are back up in the first place, and we have 2 fish on the line, and I feel redemption coming. If anybody's familiar with Bob Marley, turn on the redemption song. That's right. Oh, here we go. Fish coming close. And let me know what kind of theme song should we be playing right now for our big comeback. Perhaps the theme from Rocky. Maybe the theme from Chariots of Fire. Do, 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 do. Or not. I mean, fine. You don't have to. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. But let me know in the comments down below, what should the theme song be? And here he comes. Oh yeah, that is a nice average fish. It's a peach color. Very pretty. It's a mirror carp, 21 pounds on the Nutrien bottom baits. You know what we got to do? Put them in the bucket. Oh, casting this line right back out there. 97% cast strength. Come on, get on out there. Put it down. Put the rod down. We don't have time for playing around. Picking up rod number 1, the tiger nuts. Sorry. All right, reeling in the slack, but bam, fish on rod number 3 is going crazy. Boy, we have hit the mother load of carp here in this area, and it's because of the sign, the danger sign. Nobody wanted to come over here and fish because of that sign. All the other fishermen were scared. I mean, they were so scared. They have to wear Depends diapers because they're pooping themselves all the time. That's what's happening. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Come on in here, fishy. Even the fish know. The other fishermen are so scared, they couldn't even make it. They couldn't even come over here by this danger sign. Here comes the fish. Wow, that is a nice looking fish. It looks like a common carp. It is 19 pounds. Put it in the bucket. Wow, and our strategy is working, casting these lines right back out before we pick up the other line. Let's go ahead and cast that out. Put it down. Now we're going to pick up line number 3. Oh, bam! Fish on. We got another fish on. And just like that, the tides have turned in round number 3. And look at the size of this fish. This is a humongous fat fish.
How fat is it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, this fish is so fat, if it were to go by a fur coat, whatever species the fur was from would be extinct. Come on, fishy. Come on in here, fishy. As a side note, in this game, if you have played this game, you will know that you can have your controller vibrate in conjunction with the tension on the line. It does shake the controller. Here comes the fishy. Oh yeah, that's a big old fat carp. But anyway, my batteries just went dead. 24 pounds common carp. Put them in a bucket. And look at that, my controller batteries are low. Thank you, Xbox. I could tell because my controller stopped vibrating, and it's really hard to tell the tension on the line when you don't have that vibration turned on. All right, here's what we're gonna do for line number 3. We're gonna bomb this thing out there. 97% cast strength. Bloop. All right, put the rod down. Wow, oh my gosh, I'm like, my hands are sweating, I'm out of breath. We just caught like 5 back-to-back fish, and we propelled ourselves all the way up into first place, 375 pounds of fish. We are now 50 pounds of fish ahead of everybody. Oh, rod number 1, going crazy. We need to start singing here.
Rod number 1, going crazy, reeling in the slack. Bam! Fish on!
Okay, maybe we don't need to. That's fine. Just look, fast forward. Don't tell your friends I did that. It's just between me and you. Okay? Nobody knows what just happened there. But what we do know is there's our fish on. Oh, that is right. This fish is feisty too. Boy, is he fighting. That is a big fish. You can tell. You can see him in the water. I can see him in the water. Everybody can see him in the water. And he does not want to come in here. He's pretty mad. And he's swimming by. All of his friends are laughing at him. Like, ha ha, you got caught. You got a poke in your face. And this guy's pissed. And you can tell, you can just tell by the look on his face how pissed he is. Oh, here we go. Come on, we got to muscle him in here. We don't want to break the line. He's right there. Just reach out and grab the net. Oh, here he comes. He's coming closer. Come on in. Oh man, look at this fish. Look at the patterns on this fish. What a beautiful fish. It's the dirty mirror. Oh my God. Wow. On the tiger nuts. Sorry. 35 pounds, 6 ounces. Another trophy catch. The dirty mirror, everybody. Wow. Oh my God. Put him in the bucket. Wow. The dirty mirror. That is probably the coolest fish that we've caught. All right, now we take a moment to catch our breath. 410 pounds of fish. Whew, 50 pounds of fish above second place with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. And I gotta tell you, that's pretty awesome. And it looks like we have reached a lull in the activity. Let's take a look at our surroundings. We have got some nice trees. The sun is kind of glistening through the trees. There's still these bugs around us. All these bugs flying around, probably getting in our hair. One of them flew in my ear a little bit ago, and another one hit me in the side of the face. I slapped myself in the face. I know what it was, man. I thought maybe I walked through a spider web or something, and everybody on the other side of the shore in that building was looking at me like, hey, that guy's slapping himself in the face over there, thinking I'm some mentally ill, crazed person over here. But I'm not. I'm just a fisherman that slapped myself in the face because of these stupid bugs. There is our tackle box and our rods. Everything very peaceful here. Some more beautiful colored trees. And there, across the water, not sure what that is, very industrial looking, some broken windows up there. I mean, perhaps this is the gang members' hideout. You know, there were some gang members in the first round that we had to deal with. Let's think of the movie RoboCop. You remember that movie? Way long ago, there's a movie called RoboCop. If you haven't watched that movie, watch the movie. It's awesome. But the bad guys were in like a nice factory like this, and that was their hideout. Kind of looks like that. This is the RoboCop bad guy movie hideout right here in front of us. I mean, this is awesome. All right, we are reeling in rod number 3 because there is no action on it. And we are going to put rod number 3 right out here. And let's see if there's more action right there. Come on, under 3 minutes left to go, and we have got to do this. Don't tell me that the waters have run dry here. Oh God, under 2 minutes left to go. There is nothing going on with our rods, and we are only 10 pounds of fish in first place. And oh man, I am really nervous right now. Oh man, 1 minute and 30 seconds left. We're 9 pounds of fish out. Oh, come on. What is happening here? Oh, we're going to make a last-ditch effort. Rod number 1. We're going to recast it with a minute left. Right over here, I saw some activity. Oh my God, 6 pounds of fish in first place. We got a minute left. I don't think we're going to make it. Oh, if we can hold on to this and get a first place victory, that would be awesome. I mean, I would take a top 5, honestly. Oh, come on, 50 seconds left. I can't take it. The stress is killing me. 10 seconds left. Will we hang on to our first place? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. 169 pounds of fish. Oh, and look at that. I think we came in first. We did first position. That is awesome. Round number 1, we struggled. Round number 2, we struggled. Round number 3, we whooped everyone's butts. Made a huge comeback. 410 total pounds. First position. We are by far the best fishermen on the planet. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. And take a look at this. Ali Hamidi has been consistently placing second in all these tournaments. Only 3 points behind us. And there is all the money we just made. Our new sponsor, Sonic, paying us out $8,550. Man, we can afford a lot of hot dogs with that. Our net worth now over $5 million. Oh, and there we are walking down the stage, holding up our big paper check for $500,000. There's our trophy, and on it says the elite champion, the bestest in the world. That's right. Hold up the trophy. Just don't drop it. Oh my God, what an amazingly stressful episode that was. I don't know about you, but I am completely stressed and I might need a drink. I'm not saying I'm going to get one. Yes, I am. But I might go get one, even though it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. That's fine. In Great Britain, people go to the pub at 8 o'clock in the morning, have a Guinness, and I can do that too. Fine. And taking a look at the next event, we are going to stay right here in the United Kingdom. Oh, good, I might throw another shrimp on the barbie. That's right. And we are going to stay in the pub, have more Guinness, and come back out in the next episode. I mean, hopefully we haven't had too many Guinnesses. And we are going to participate in the Great Britain Classic at Manor Farm. And man, I'm excited about it. I hope you're excited about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Doesn't even matter what you say. Hit the like button if you like this video, if you like fishing. Hell, if you like anything, hit that like button. And don't forget the most important thing is I thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. We are going to see you right back here in the next video.